Why are we letting our kids walk around like they're 30 years old?
Gone are the days of getting beauty tips from magazines.
Yeah, Gen Alpha has the world in the palm of their hands, and social media may have opened skincare's Pandora's box. The trend Sephora Kids has swirled around online for months. It describes preteens who were captivated by skincare.
Yeah, they tend to ransack beauty store samples or treat the products more like collectibles. But when these tweens try out these products that are trending, it leads to the skin conscious facing major skin consequences.
And I always tell my patients, if you can't pronounce it, don't buy it.
I spoke to Nadine Karen, an advanced practice registered nurse at Skin Medical and Wellness in South Windsor, about the dangers of young girls using skincare products meant for adults.
So there are a lot of fillers in those products, and some of them are known carcinogenics, so that's an issue. And some of them are meant to resurface the skin.
You've likely heard of these resurfacing agents: retinol, glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, AHAs, BHAs. The skincare alphabet soup seems endless, but the bottom line is young skin doesn't need it.
When you add these things to your skin, it breaks down the barrier, and it could actually be doing the opposite of what they intend to do. They have cellular renewal that we don't have at 40, 50. So we're trying to replace some of the moisture that's been lost in our skin at 35 plus. They don't need that. They have plenty of moisture in their skin.
Skin damage from these products can cause redness and small bumps on the skin. Even pimple patches can be risky for young skin. A lot of preteens are using these sticker-like patches even though their skin is pimple-free. According to the American Chemical Society, pimple patches are primarily made of hydrocolloid, which generally does nothing to acne-free skin. However, they can sometimes cause mild irritation due to the adhesive if applied to areas without active acne. Popular brands like Bubble and Drunk Elephant made posts about chemical warnings in their products. On November 16th, Drunk Elephant issued a voluntary recall for 3 of its products due to an ingredient mix-up during production. Earlier this year, brands like The Ordinary and Kiehl's created campaigns calling out the dangers of kids diving into intense skincare too soon. Their mission is to remind kids and teens to enjoy their youth. Teens like Madison Smith, who finds joy in using the beauty products she and her friends see on TikTok. It wasn't until she had a skin scare at her sleepover birthday party that her perspective changed.
Well, first it was like this scrub, and I started using it, and I didn't feel anything. So I thought that I was okay with using it until I used like the face mask, and it started burning like here and like here. And then I took it off, and there was like a big red spot right here.
How soon did you notice the burn developing?
Maybe about like 10 minutes after the application. She was the only one that started getting a reaction. Her skin is super sensitive.
Madison's mom, Maxine Smith, is a salon owner and hairstylist. She surrounds herself with beauty and prides herself on making others feel beautiful. As soon as she saw her daughter having a bad reaction to the mask that seemed harmless, she knew something had to change.
Lashes, hair, makeup, nails, it's a lot. And then like social media does not help, you know? They see all these influencers and celebrities and they want to follow that. I am always soap water, Vaseline, cocoa butter, the basics. All this extra stuff the kids have now. I'm not okay with it, but you know, that's what they like.
Nurse Nadine Karen echoes the idea that when it comes to skincare, basic is better.
CeraVe, those are good products, and a gentle moisturizer. So Nivea cream is fantastic. CeraVe, Cetaphil, just the basic, doesn't need color, it doesn't need any of the extra ingredients in it, doesn't need perfumes, just basic.
There are benefits to young people learning how to care for their skin early, but is it a slippery slope? Skincare company Drunk Elephant is a wildly popular brand among young consumers, largely fueled by TikTok.
I think that part of it is good, that they're learning and they're educating themselves and they have that self-care thing going, and I think that can't be a bad thing. We just need to, be clear on which products are for who and what's appropriate.
The tough part for screenagers is how to tell the difference between what's appropriate and healthy and what may be damaging. Hartford healthcare psychologist Dr. Laura Saunders talked about another concern, how it's impacting their mental health.
What does social media do? It really pushes social comparison. And in that social comparison, they think, oh my, I need to get this product or that product in order to be as good as the person, I'm going to school with, or my friend, or whoever.
Trends tend to cycle every 20 years, but for tweens growing up in the digital age, they seem to change faster than the seasons. From glass skin to slugging, the age-old question continues to be, how can tweens develop self-confidence without worrying about how they look?
The reality is, the way that you work on self-esteem or self-worth, I tend to use the word self-confidence, is through experiences. It's not necessarily through how you look. The way you build self-confidence is through experiences, and sometimes that's failure experiences, having bad things happen and then finding a way to overcome them.
Saunders says the big issue for Sephora Kids and tweens obsessed with products designed for adult skin boils down to digital literacy. We reached out to Sephora for a comment on the trend, but have yet to hear back.
But what these young girls that are so easily influenced don't realize is that people are getting paid to promote these products. So they will promote things not based on what is in an individual's best interest, but what is in their own financial interest.
A Piper Sanders survey found that for teen girls, Sephora is the #1 shopping destination. Ulta takes the #2 spot. The survey also found that aside from high-end stores like Sephora and Ulta, 70% of teens shop at Target for beauty skincare. Research shows that by 2029, prestige skincare revenue will peak at $27 billion. Connecticut state leaders like Senator Richard Blumenthal and Attorney General William Tong are taking these companies to task when it comes to safety.
These, like a lot of products that we focus on, the packaging is obviously geared to kids.
Imposing an obligation on those big companies that have the billions of dollars means maybe they'll be a little more responsible. And young people themselves really want to take back their own lives.
The two greatest gifts that we give our children are our time and attention. And so we can say things, but it really is spending the time doing the things, really imparting our feelings with our time and attention, and then hope that they weather the very difficult storms of adolescence.